All right. That's it. Let's do some nightmare dungeons. Do I even have... I don't have any escalating ones. We'll just do some normal ones. See if we can get lucky with some drops. Basically, I need Obdicite to improve my Masterworking. Not necessarily improve. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just want it to be 12 out of 12. And then we can do some pushing and see what happens. I missed the portal as per usual. Where am I at actually? On the seasonal journey. I'm almost done with it. Guess I don't necessarily need it. It's a little too late. I already have my mythics. So what do we need? We need two items. Probably like 10,000 Opticite. We're gonna farm together. Actually, there's more here. Maybe 15,000 Opticite. Something like that. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Appreciate you for the follow. Probably, do I have damage numbers on? I'm curious what I'm hitting for right now. Can I hit a billion? How many billion? I don't actually know. Can I open this circle or just one at a time? Maybe just one at a time. Kind of screams in orange on the map. I'm assuming that means I can't touch any others. Yeah, it seems like it. Did not know that. This should spawn the boss. Sure did. Wow, that boss died fast. Can we get some spells? I don't know if I need spells, but oh, siphoning Gizmo. That's the updated one. That's a good roll. Both of these bitter infections are good rolls. That's funny. Heartseeker. That seems pretty good. Perfect barrage aspect. That was a good set of aspects right there. I'll take that any day. Super curious what my DPS is because the numbers aren't that large, but I guess it's just a high quantity of them. Because typically dealing around 1 billion, you shouldn't be one-shotting things in tier 4. Alright, Mr. Boss, what do you got? nothing at all. Whispers. It's actually part of my season thing. Maybe that's a good thing. Alright, I need to pick something that's on here. Weapon, armory, ancestral jewelry.
It is done.
Weapon, armory, ancestral jewelry. There's none of these. Is boots? Maybe helm counts as armory? Weapons, two-handed weapons surely is armory. Yeah, weapon bounty. There you go. Well, that's a good little dagger. That's a very good dagger. I could try temper with this. Ah, maybe I'll keep it for now for another build. My dagger is fine. Don't need to overdo it. Don't have enough material to be greedy now. Oh yeah, I have this bow. I forgot I have this bow too. I don't need, but I want double crit on Malice. One, two. Oh, we're about to find out if I get 3. Should I do some? Actually, I think I will. Or will I? No, it's like Nightmare Dungeon is just too rewarding. I was gonna do some hordes, but I mean, at some point I will do some hordes to get the tempering recipe reset scrolls, but now is not the time. Oh, I did get this. Nice. And escalating tier 4. Let's go. Oh, so Hardwick's strong room already. Actually, now that I think about it, my crit chance is way too high. It's a quality problem to have. But I think I'm at like 140 crit chance or something, which is it's a bit of a waste. Can clean that up real quick. I don't think I need that. We get 20% from trick attacks alone. 10% from dash, 10% from this. Wait, this... Why do I have that point there? That's been there all along as a wasted point. That's so funny. What was I thinking? Ballestra is probably worth it. What can I edit for Ballestra? Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna be dropping Shadow Step and Dash soon for some pushing. I guess I just sacrifice this for Ballestra. I don't need the damage right now, but I will do that later. It's good to remember. Definitely don't need 12% damage in the content I'm doing right now. That's interesting. How many points do I need in this? I have 2 right now. Maybe that's fine. It is nice to be able to gain a lot of energy quickly with Aftermath. The density feels so much lower than it used to be, but I think it's because everything dies before I see it. Oh, I didn't finish this shrine, and then I can't open the next shrine. Did that last time too. There we go. Nice. It's pretty good, I guess. But when will I ever use a legendary helm? I guess I can give it away to someone.
Need more time. Need more time. I'm not ready. Need more time. Need more time. I'm not ready yet. Need more time.
Oh, there are gem chests in here, but I guess I don't really need anything anymore except Obdicite. Wait, I'm slaying all enemies in this huge area? That's a daunting task. Whoa, what's happening here? This is a good room for bouncing arrows. Probably one of the best I've seen. These little tiny cells, the eagle horn value is through the walls. Except it bounces on the walls. Is that one little monster gonna come back to haunt me? I'm willing to take the risk. Surely it will be like 10 monsters left and he will scoot his way over here. Yeah, he sure did. Much appreciated. What am I looking for in Paragon at the moment? My headhunter's very low. Lockdown 24/7? Yeah, I mean, really, Azurath is... I started with just that, without an Eagle Horn. But Eagle Horn definitely enables it a lot more. Just because of the chance to cast twice and attack speed and everything. It just has good rolls. So it will be a big increase in damage, but I think Azurath is the foundation for sure. I guess either without the other is still good. Wait, did I just end up in a new dungeon? Or... wait. Okay, this is tier 2. That's interesting. I think I just reset my escalation to a new dungeon. Interesting. Lockdown, do you have Eaglehorn and Azurath? Do you have a set? Do you have are you level 60 yet? Do you have the items or the economy to invest in buying them, trading them? Where are you at in your journey? Maybe I can help you out. I may or may not have some spares in my chest. $57? Oh. Do you want some starter gear? Or do you want to chase it yourself? For free, of course. That would be awesome. I got you, brother. What's your battle tag? I'll add you. Actually, I'll finish this dungeon and then join you, because otherwise my dungeon will reset. So it'll probably be another couple minutes. But I'll add you when I'm done. Or join you, rather. If you don't know your battle tag, you can see it when I think it's like, you click add a friend on the social tab. It took me a while to figure that out, because I didn't have any friends for a long time in this game. I just found a lum rune. Maybe that's a sign. I can give that to you as well. It will help with resources quite a bit. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me go deeper. I'll send you a request, or like just a friend request now, but I will join you in like 5 minutes. Lag? Playing TB right now is cool, but the clear of 10 looks fun. Yeah, it's definitely one of the big benefits. You don't really even need the trickster aspect. Definitely helps with even more AoE, but with the Eagle Horn, the AoE is pretty good as it is. You can focus on getting energy and more damage instead of more AoE. That's what I did at the start. Gotta make those sacrifices. Could there be an elite over there? I don't want to risk it. Oh, it's just an event. I'll pass on that. I'm not sure if I will... I guess I have most of the gear for TB. Maybe I'll try it out as well. Might take me a few days to do that though, but I feel like I should work my way to like some new nodes or something. We have 8% life there. 8 there. I think these are the closest ones. We'll go to the closest life. Didn't see any escalation or like strong rooms in this dungeon. Or in any of these. It's a little bit interesting. Is it the boss now? I feel like it should be. It's been a lot of dungeons in a row.
Need more time.
It sure is the boss. Smooth as butter. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. How am I supposed to pick up all that stuff? I'll just drop some non-GA. Oh, it's still raining. Wow, that was crazy. Crazy much. I'm not gonna be able to loot all this, but that is okay. Alright, I'm gonna see what I have in my stash, and then I'll make my way over to you with a goodie bag. Shard of Aracial and a Pain Gorgers. That's like a set by itself. It's been a long time since I cared about. Ooh, maybe I'll keep it. That might be useful. That might also be useful. Why do I find so many potentially useful items? Alright. Just gonna dump some stuff. Do some masterworking to see where we're up to. Alright, come on, get me the orange. Oh, didn't get orange, but I think it's okay. We'll keep it.
Can't do that here.
So what do we get? We get 2 more ranks of malice. We lose 14% attack speed. Does that matter is the real question. I have my elixir running, and we are at 88. So with close quarters combat, we're still capped. That's really good. Really, really good. So I'm missing one rank of malice. That's it. That is fine. We're not gonna min-max pushing that much.
The stars made manifest. Fashion this. Beware the envious, my friend. There is power in
Where did my... What did I even run here? I forgot what I run. Ahugax and Sir Cry? No, I ran Sir and Thol. Just for the freeze. Alright, that's pretty good. I do need some movement speed with this current setup. What about this? Can't upgrade that just yet. I got an 8, 2 legendary 8s, and then 2 unique items. Not too bad. I don't need to do too much more. Actually, maybe I can salvage this bad boy. I will never use this again. Oh, we get our Obdusite back. 6,000 Obdusite I just got back from salvaging that item. That was some great value. Please roll lucky hit. Oh, we did not get lucky hit. I think it's fine. I'm just gonna keep it. I don't have the materials to be greedy. And what do I choose to go for? Does this have temper left? Whoa, has a quick question. Isn't the level 15 true potential quest supposed to be autocomplete? Only if you, I think you had to complete it recently in a recent season or something. Like in like season 7 onwards. Or actually, you will still have the quest. You can still do the quest. But if you click Control or like it's Shift C, I think the default, it's the second tab. If you go to the specialization at level 15, if combo points is unlocked at level 15, you have the quest already. But you can do the quest if you feel like it, and it will give you 2 rogue specific aspects. So it's like a guaranteed way to get 2 aspects, like legendary items, if you want to do it. It's not necessarily the most efficient use of your time, but it can be a fun little gamba session of if you get like the precise aspect for your build, it could be a huge buff. Nice. I do need life. That was probably best case scenario. So now what am I missing? Level 2, everything else is 3. It's not unlocked, but I played Rogue Season 7, not sure if which. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. For me, the last 2 seasons, I haven't had to do the quest to just level 15, and combo points is there. But I don't mind doing the quest, and especially if you're leveling with Flurry. That dungeon that is the Flurry quest is the Flurry aspect. So I would complete the, I think it's like Forsaken Quarry or something. Forsaken Quarry, yeah, this gives you the Flurry aspect, and that's the rogue quest. So it's a double 2 birds 1 stone situation there. All right, I did not forget about you, Lockdown. Sorry, I've been a bit distracted with my masterworking. Let's see here. This is a good starter. And an Azerath. Let's find a good one for you. So maybe some attack speed. Do I have an attack speed GA? This one. Oh, almost perfect roll. You're gonna love this one. Anything else? Maybe you're missing some resistances and some movement speed. Tacit's of Dawning Sky is a game changer early on, so I can give you a pair of pants that will help you out. I'm requesting to join you. I'm gonna give a fellow rogue player in chat some starter gear to get going in his Torment 1 Penshot journey. We got Azerath with attack speed and a really high roll, and GA 52 Aurus on the pants. That is going to be carrying you to T4 for sure. Enjoy, my friend. Thank you for watching and giving me your attention and just sharing your presence with me. Appreciate it.
I can't do that here.
Yeah, no worries. Enjoy. I'm in tier 4. Did I get a legendary sigil? I did not. Do I have any useful... Sunken Ruins should be pretty fast. Maybe I'll just do that one. You're currently level 20 in normal using Dance of Knives. Is that the way? Yeah, I'd say that is a great... That is probably, if you were to put down on paper the objectively best way, I would say that's probably up there. Although I haven't personally played a lot of Dance of Knives leveling, but everyone says it's the fastest, and it seems to be. It's just like being able to move while attacking is just really strong. But it has been nerfed, both with Shadow Clone and concealment changes, so you can't permanently crit everything and apply vulnerable, etc. So it's weaker than it used to be. And for that reason, I usually recommend Flurry instead, because I personally enjoy the core skill life more so than just holding down a button and spinning. It's just a personal preference thing. So usually I would recommend Flurry over Dance of Knives, even though Dance of Knives is probably the most popular choice.
Need more time.
Okay, so I need probably around 5,000 Obdusite. That is my current goal. Shouldn't be too many Nightmare Dungeons when we're in tier 4. Maybe 2. Or 3. Lock down your main issue, which even though I gave you a lot of powerful gear, your main issue is going to be energy if you swap already to the like ancestral version. So I would almost recommend running inner sight as when you start off at level 60. Just to ensure that you don't just like stand still, do nothing because you don't have energy. Even that might still happen, but at least it's for less time. And then just roll everything that has to do with energy generation, from aspects to tempers to affixes on your weapons, energy per kill, all sorts of affixes can help out. Yeah, energy is the bottleneck that prevents DPS from happening, even despite having the gear that you will have. Like I ran like 3 energy aspects when I went to Tier 1. That didn't need more damage. I just needed to be able to attack. Would you imagine that? Can I level this up? No. Oh, yeah, I can. I was pressing the wrong button. I could probably level everything up. I have so much of the seasonal stuff. I've also unlocked every Arcana too. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Alright. That was the dungeon cleared. I don't know, did I? This one's good. Bunch of spiders. Nice, strong room is what we like to see. And Dariel has the thickest legs. I'm slightly jealous. Do I have a build guide you're coming to follow? Check the description below this stream on YouTube. In the description there are 2 leveling guides, Penshot and Flurry. I'd say Penshot is like a natural progression into what I'm playing, but it's a bit slower and not the playstyle that everyone wants. It's a bit more, it's like playing Rogue on launch, essentially. It's combo points based, and yeah, it's a bit of a specific playstyle. But Flurry, it's also combo points starting off, but you can transition to if you want to be a little bit, get some, do your own thing. You can switch to Inner Sight with Flurry, because you have a lot of opportunities with that skill to, both with Momentum, the key passive to generate energy, but also Flurry itself has a new effect on it that generates energy. So I'd say the Flurry guide, even though it's not necessarily following what I'm suggesting, I think the most fun way to level is with Flurry and using this advanced Flurry, where if you cast Flurry 3 times, you store 30 energy, and you cast any other spell, you get that 30 energy back. So you can kind of like do 3 flurries, throw a smoke grenade, or dash around, throw a couple flurries. I don't even know what this following that dude does. It's so weird. But yeah, Flurry would be my recommendation. It's in the description. Starting off with combo points, and if you get the gear for it, you can utilize preparation and or inner sight. It's in the starter variant, like when you're 60, kind of reveals the thinking behind the preparation build. It's very similar to what I'm playing, but the melee version.
Need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Thank you, Rebecca. Gotta check how much Obdicite I've collected here. I think I've done 3 dungeons. Maybe it's just been 2. I was at around 500 when I started. Oh, I missed some blue purple balls. Okay, I'm definitely at the point where tier 4 is very easy content for this build. What I'm gonna be doing after I finish these nightmare dungeons and I masterwork a few of my items to 12, I only have 2 left. I'm gonna be pushing the pit and seeing how far I can go. Maybe we can get to 90. I'm hoping to get to 90 today. So stay tuned for that. In the push version of this build, I'm gonna be dropping all my mobility skills. Like we're talking no dash, no shadow step. And putting on Poison Trap and Shadow Imbuement instead. Both of those increase non-physical damage, which Azure Wrath is. Sword that I'm dealing damage with is cold. So those 2 skills can buff Azure Wrath. So we're going to be going slow, but big impact. Monkey Toy. So with the current testing, do we know which one will be better, Penshot and Death Trap? I think Penshot, but it's honestly hard to say before people have perfect gear and test all different variants. So I'd say we don't know for sure, but people can make predictions. Similarly to how the weatherman or woman on TV predicts the weather, it might be 70% correct. And I would currently predict that Penshot is 1, 2, 3 tiers higher, but who knows? I'm not even sure if Eagle Horn is the best weapon of choice. So there's also that to test. Yeah, that's the thing with Rogue in this season, where I think a lot of people like are crying because Barb and Rogue are worse than the other classes, but I'd say this Rogue is in a good spot because there's like 5 builds that are extremely comparable, and it's impossible to put one above the other. And I feel like that's pretty rare. Like the last 2-3 seasons, it's been one build at the top that everyone plays, and I don't know if I like that. Alright, we have 4.5k Obdicite. Maybe I can... We'll see how far I get in Masterworking. Should almost get me there. At least one item. Follow my leveling bear. Can you let me know how Smoke Grenade comes into play in the end game? Yeah, so Smoke Grenade is a skill on my bar here. You throw it on elites and bosses for a 25% damage increase. So that's literally like 99% of the reason we use Smoke Grenade is for this enhanced Smoke Grenade thing in the skill tree. Enemies hit by Smoke Grenade take 25% increased damage from you for 5 seconds. So we want to throw it every 5 seconds on a boss ideally, or every 5 seconds on elites. Small monsters usually die in a second anyways, we don't really care about it. And then another benefit, you see how it's green? It's green because I've picked up Subverting Smoke Grenade, and this turns it into dealing poison damage. We don't care about the damage except for the type of damage. This is poison damage, which activates this right here, which is Alchemical Advantage, which says that when we deal poison damage, we increase attack speed and lucky hit chance by a lot for 8 seconds. So we got to deal poison damage every 8 seconds. And the only way in this build currently, the setup that I have, is by throwing this grenade. And attack speed and lucky hit chance is everything for this build. It boosts our damage by a lot. Very much so. So that's why we use smoke grenade. Alright, let's masterwork these pantalones. I want dex or life, probably. Oh, it didn't quite get me there. Is it the final item? I mean, I could masterwork this, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I just literally need 500 more. We'll do one last dungeon, and then we'll do pits. Pitty the pits. Actually, I'm just gonna do a 6 cap horde. You know what? I'm gonna do a 10 horde. I feel like hoarding it up. It's more efficient to do 10 than 6. Pro 101. Seems like using legendary bow with primary resource as an affix before you get your mythic items is better than eagle horn, or is it not? I mean, there's not that much of a difference between running the primary resource affix on the one-handed to the two-handed. All that it increases is how much energy you get, and this is already 60+%. On a two-handed, that's like 140% energy, which is like you don't need more than 100. So it's almost like a wasted affix on a two-handed. But of course, you can run it if you want, but it doesn't actually increase the chance you have of proccing it. So I would say that's not necessarily true. For running early, I would just suggest using the specialization inner sight. It fixes a lot of energy problems, and also if you can find the Lum rune, this rune right here, if you have the expansion, this restores resource. Just use this invocation rune with whatever ritual rune you have that makes sense. Like using evade, and you get energy. Like any way you can generate energy is helpful. Alright, this build should be really good in hordes because it has such incredible AoE covering the whole screen in projectiles, so I'm curious to try it out. The one downside is that the bug is still active where we can't actually see what our score is, but we can get a hunch. I played enough hordes to guess. One tap might. What pit am I doing? Like in terms of what tier? I'm aiming for 90, but I have only done 75, but that was very easy. So I will try to get to 90. I might not get there, but I will do my best. I have 3 mythics. I have pretty much all the gear. My amulet's far from perfect, but we're gonna use what we have and let's see if we can make it work. If we get a good run, maybe we'll submit it to the leaderboards. I like boosting elites and hellborns as much as possible. My best runs in this mode, Infernal Hordes, has always happened when I have like a hybrid of both hellborn and elites. Like when I get up to like the 1500 ether score, it's usually not just focusing on one, but actually both. Might just be a coincidence, I don't know if it's actually the best, but we'll try go for that. Yeah, I'm currently playing the Penshot endgame. Very, very copy-paste of the mythic version of my Penshot endgame is the gear I have. So if you're curious what gear I'm rocking, I mean, it's not as perfect Masterworks and stuff, but in terms of what item is in each slot, and the runes and the Paragon, although I'm only Paragon 200 too, so we still have some growth to do. There's not too much growth, maybe 10% damage or something, but it would help. Okay, so this is a very bad. We don't necessarily want Hellfire Rains. This, especially this early without Hellborn, but we'll see what happens. Once you're at 60, what do you recommend start doing? I mean, I'd say the biggest upgrade to your character once you unlock Paragon is the glyphs and the Paragon nodes. So you want to at least get like 2 or 3 glyphs to 15, so that they have like increased radius and you can actually get the bonus from the glyphs. So that's like a little progression step. And then other than that, it's just like getting the core uniques items that you need, or not even uniques. I'd say step 1 is getting 750 item gear. Like, look at all your item slots, and if you have one weapon at 600, one ring at 500, and a bow at 800, like make sure all your gear is at least 750. Even it out. That will help a lot. And if you have, like, you're missing your pants are really bad, well then start gambling with your obols. You get obols from doing pits or the orange events in like a Helltide or in the open world, or even in the Nightmare Dungeons. There can be events that spawn, give you obols. Just gamble in tier 1. As soon as you get to 60, you can unlock tier 1 at doing a pit level 10. And then you can start gambling at tier 1, and then you can, if you're lucky, you get greater affix items. And then, I mean, if you're lucky enough to get a weapon, like if you're using a ranged build and you get a ranged weapon at 800, you're gonna be cruising. Or if you're playing a melee build like Flurry and you get an 800 item powered dagger, well, you're gonna be flying through the difficulty you're on. That's a huge boost to your character. So I'd say the item power is a big thing to focus on first, and then once you have like a baseline of gear, then try to get the key unique for your build to make sure that it comes online. Most builds have like one unique at least. Like Flurry would have the new helm. The new helm is a game changer for Flurry. So if you can just get your hands on that, like maybe killing, I think it's Beast in Ice. Killing him, like do Nightmare Dungeons enough so that you have enough Distilled Fear, the boss material required to summon Beast in Ice. And farm the item you need, whatever that is. You might need to do some Helltide, you might need to, whatever it is. Or the seasonal quest gives you a lot of boss material. So if you do hand in at the seasonal board, you can get rewards there. And a lot of that can be boss summoning materials. Which pit level do you think this will peak? I mean, with perfect gear, probably 95. Maybe something around there. But to be honest, I don't know. The scaling has changed a bit. Eaglehorn is an X factor. And it's hard to get perfect gear to truly push it to the true limit. I feel like it's like on YouTube when you hide, there's some channels or videos they hide, or even Instagram, you can like hide the likes on your posts. So I feel like that's what's going on here with my score in this Infernal Horde. It's like hiding my score because it's quite embarrassing to reveal what it is. We definitely do not have a lot. I think we have like 300 score now. We're on the 6th wave. So if we get it like over 600, 700, that would be a win at this point. Which I think is possible. We have decent elite other boosts, so we'll try to lean into that. Okay, we have Hellborn. Definitely want Hellborn or hunting you over Hellfire spawns Hellborn. It's a very niche thing that doesn't seem to happen very often. So I'm just gonna Go for a late Hellborn. I think it's better than the alternatives. Not great, but not the worst. Yeah, this is it would be like for like my damage is obviously not a problem, so there would be ways for me to become a little bit less clunky. Like my movement speed is not capped. I could run like Ravagers on my boots and get 2 charges of Shadow Step. That would be crazy. Or did they change that aspect actually? I think they did. Maybe you don't have 2 charges. I think you need to kill something to reset a charge or something. I forgot what the text said in the new patch. But still, there would be mobility options for me right now that would help me out. But since we're about to push anyway, I'm not going to be too worried about it. Thank you for the follow, Junior. One challenge for this right now is it's hard to activate close quarters combat. I need to find a target every once in a while to Shadow Step to, I think. It's the most sure way to do that every 8 seconds or so. It's one thing that's interesting now that I have the mythics, like Starless Skies for example. I'm spending way less energy, which means I'm resetting Shadow Clone so much less often than what I used to. When you're playing the Ancestral version, your Shadow Clone is like, you can press it every second almost. It makes for a really fun playstyle. Maybe I just go all in on the elites at this point. I'm just gonna do it. $420 million. Easy crit. That's one thing actually, I forgot to look into my crit chance. I still think... Actually, I see some white numbers. Maybe I do need to... I don't have... Oh yeah, I need to daze something or stun something to activate trick attacks, and that enables my 100% crit chance, I think. But in content like this, I'm not very prone to casting Smoke Grenade. It's almost like I would need like a second set of gear for speed farming to be the most efficient for stuff like this. That would definitely be the play. Set up in your armory like a speed farming variant. Alright, 1 wave left. That's a good, that's really good actually, I think. I think 75 is probably more than I'm gonna get from the Exalted Hordes, even though that would have been really good as well. If there's 2 waves left, I would have probably taken the other one, but because it's the last one, I think a little sneaky butcher might come in clutch here. Oh, he's gone. Oh, I died. That's funny. I wonder if it was the explosions on the ground. There's a lot of them. I am pretty squished at the moment. I only have 7,000 life and 600 armor. Right? My instances have run out. So my res and armor is not capped, and I have 7,000 life. This is not recommended. Stay away. Close your eyes. Don't let your kids see this. But it's okay. we made it. I think this is probably 800 score or something like that. We will take that. Some easy life, and let's just pop these guys. Now we are capped res, capped armor. Our life is fine, and now we suss out these guys. Wow, okay, they die. They die. We're gonna open the material chest to get the temper reset scrolls. Whoa, I sure do. You ask and I deliver. What's your battle tag, my friend? Are you looking to play Penshot? Or what build do you want to kind of strive towards? I've got plenty of leftovers in my stash. You just let me know what you're kind of... what you're wanting to... strive towards in terms of a build. So yeah, those are my two questions. Battle tag and what gear are you looking for? That gave me over 5,000 opposites. Not bad. We're gonna use that to get all stats. Oh no, dex, I mean, okay, armor, we don't need it, but getting armor in that masterwork enables us to remove some armor from our paragon tree, which might, I mean, that's 2% life. It's not bad. Is there any other armor? I mean, there's armor here, but this is a lot of DR as well. Maybe we don't want to mess with that. There's 2% life here that is still more worthwhile. Your baby's asleep. I'm not sure how much time I'll get to play. That is fair. Baby comes first. I mean, I was gonna salvage this, but I guess I can just give it to you because why not? I'm just gonna drop some of these items to you because they would otherwise just be picked up by the... What's it called? Want to try some your Penshot build? Just start my Paragon with Dance of Nights. Nice. Dance of Nights is probably a good place to start, but it does fall off pretty quickly once you get into the Torment. Like, I think Torment 1 is probably really strong, but then Torment 2, Torment 3 starts getting a bit heavy for Dance of Nights. You're in tier 2 now? Nice. I'm gonna just message Whoa here, see what he's up to. Bed tag and build you're going for. See what he says. Maybe I'll just prepare some random stuff here. He can sift through it himself. I think there was one item that was bad here. Oh, that's fine. Do we have a GA Azarath with all stats? Not bad. Pretty good Fist of Fate. Why not? Wow, there's a lot of numbers. Monkey toy, if you get some leftovers. Yeah, what's your battle tag, Monkey? I'll hook you up real quick before I jump into the pit. What else? That should be enough. And then for Mr. Monkey Man. Monkey toy. You have been chosen. Do I have an eagle horn? I do have a random eagle horn. It's better than nothing. Did monkey or... Yeah, you did. I can join you. No worries. I'm just gonna drop stuff on the ground because this is like salvageable things. I'm not even gonna look at this stuff, but you can choose to do what you want with it. And then the actual useful things, I'm gonna put them below the stairs, the 3 useful things. The rest might not be useful, but it's up to you to pick what you want.
Use it well.
Hopefully that helps.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure. What's your battle tag, Ko? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but Ko something. It starts with a K on YouTube. Whatever that pronunciation of that name is, you are welcome to send me your battle tag. No problem, monkey. It's my pleasure. Thank you for hanging out. This is just collecting dust in my... You play from Steam. Interesting. Yeah, I play from Battle.net, so it should be cross-platform compatible. Oh, you don't have a battle tag. I see. How does that work? Oh, I need to add you on Steam. Whoa, I don't know either if it's even possible to change your... I added you, whoa, by the way. Did you accept my invitation? No, adventure. I sent an invite. You can accept it, and I will come join your party. So what am I missing now? Nothing, right? I think we are good to go. Let's see what we can do in the pit. Actually, it's kind of silly. I'm trying to push in the pit, but I don't even have the glyphs for it. I just realized I should probably level my glyphs first. But we can see, we can kind of test out the current ceiling, and then maybe tomorrow we'll do a little more official pushing. All right, I just heard the friend request go through. I am coming in hot. These are pretty mediocre pieces, but you can do whatever you want. I would have salvaged them anyway, and these uniques are very useful for Penshot if you want to go that route.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You think it's better to just go for item power until max and then go for item stats? No, I'd say affixes are very, very important. So like you don't want thorns. Like you want dex and life are going to be your most impactful affixes, especially when you get to Torment 1 first. Like you see like an item like this. Dex, life, whatever. Very, very good. I save all my items that have like dex and life. Like this sword, like this is, I don't need it anymore, but I saved it back then because like dex plus life equals profit in terms of impact on your character. The other stats are secondary because basically dex and life works on every build, increases your damage and your defenses significantly. So I'd say go for that, and then obviously armor and all resistance and whatever, trying to cap your armor and resistance is going to be very important. All right, I think that's it. I don't know how to give you items, Mr. K. I'm gonna call you for now. Oh, I'm still in this party. I will leave. Alright, I'm just gonna put these... Oops, wrong button. Put these in the stash, and now we're gonna look at my pit pushing variant, which removes these two skills, which might be a mistake. Maybe I'll still use dash. Maybe I'll... Yeah, I'm gonna keep dash. This is such a small increase anyway. We just get a 20% damage increase at least. What else can we do? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, removing DR things would be great, but we can't really do that. Let's just go for it, see what happens. Would you ho? Alright. I'm using your Eagle Horn, Ava. It's we'll see if it can help us clear 80 right now. Place your bets internally in your heart. I actually don't know how this will go. Oops, I forgot. I have dash on a new button now. Okay. I think things are dying. Hello, elites. Wait, I'm using... Oh my gosh, I have been on combo points the last like 20 minutes. That's hilarious. I was complaining about my lack of cooldown reduction. Wait, could I can't change it now. Okay, I'm gonna look at my progression without preparation. Okay, this is stupid. How do I like get out of here in a safe manner? Defend me right here. I've been on combo points. I was trying to I was trying to explain leveling to someone, and I just ended up playing for like an hour with it. Now we're back on preparation. This is gonna feel so much better. Yeah, I was like coming up with rational excuses why my shadow clone cooldown is so long. I was like, oh yeah, it's because I got Starless Skies, so I'm not spending as much energy. I'm like, that makes sense. No. I should still be resetting my shadow clone cooldown quite rapidly. I mean, it seems like I'm dealing damage. Just a little bit. I mean, these elite packs, when they're just stuck together, oh, they melt. It's satisfying. They're like hiding in a corner. My Eagle Horn gets full value like this. Who do you think you are? What are you doing in there? Hanging out by the walls is not how to play against the Eagle Horn. Lord Lemonade, is the rogue stronger than Sork or Spiritborn? No. That is a hard no. The rogue, in terms of strength, is like a toothpick, and Spiritborn is like a huge log in the forest. Hopefully that image explains the current state of things. Sork is probably a little weaker than Spiritborn, at least according to what I've heard, but they're both stronger than Rogue. This AK-47 build? Yeah, I guess that's a pretty... Someone called it the Hedgehog build because it's like a bunch of needles. I'm calling it the AK-47. There's a lot of possible descriptors of this build. One thing that's for sure is that it's a lot of fun to play. Artillery Shrine, because we need more visuals on the screen. We need more projectiles. Any elites? No. Have I emptied this whole pit? Where are the monsters? Oh, I missed a turn. If I kill this elite, maybe the pit will finish a little bit prematurely. Alright, curious to see the boss here. The first 20% will be hardest, and then the second... Holy... Oh, okay. The damage was pretty good. That was not even a full stagger. That was like... The stagger barely happened. And look at my glyphs. My glyphs are in the 60s. Imagine if my glyphs were 100. Pretty good. I think we're immediately going to jump to 85, which will be a significant increase in challenge. Was there anything I was missing that run? I should definitely get some better aspects. That's some easy 10% increase in damage right there. My rune words look good. All right, we're good to continue on this adventure. I'm expecting the elites to... I don't know if they'll get to become unstoppable, but... Maybe. Let's find out. Okay, this is a good test, because the damage reduction kind of eats some of the... Oh, okay. He became unstoppable, but he was... Sneaky vampire that thought he could escape. That's kind of what they do. They are annoying like that. But if I'm just like... Yeah, the last dungeon was so good for the elites stacking up to each other. There's so many variables to this. Like here I'm getting elite packs that spread out like comfortable family where they all have a room of their own. I want them to all share one bedroom. But it's the damage is still there. These little tiny rooms are great. I do approve. Oh, there's a damage reduction monster. That is the bane of existence here. Because unfortunately, we're not running the spell that removes the auras. We can't really do that unless we want to sacrifice one of our jewels. Damage numbers are getting a bit annoying, so I'm going to turn them off mid-pit here. Wait, what's that shrine? If it's in the protection shrine, I'm going to be very happy. Okay, it's not. That would have allowed me to go into my menu without being scared. But there's a portal here. We will just click it and open the menu here in a little save zone. And turn off these numbers. I can actually see myself. A little bit better at least. Oh, what is going on? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. We're back. I keep forgetting because I've played so much DT and like where you can throw the poison trap, but I actually like the poison trap gets dropped where you're standing. So actually, I should drop the poison trap when I'm doing my close quarters combat rotation. I go in, drop my poison trap, and then Then I can exit. But yeah, my damage is like 1000x when they are frozen compared to unstoppable, so that is definitely the key to play around with this build. I mean, welcome to Rogue, it's ever built, but or essentially, BT kind of escaped that trap a bit. But we're running Penitent Greaves and Control Glyph, all these things that are huge improvements to our damage only during CCs. Even, like, I'm sacrificing 12% damage just to have dash. It's definitely worth it to keep dash, just for the utility it provides. But maybe for, like, the top tier pit, you would have to remove it. So now it took us 4 minutes to get here. Which is, I mean, it could probably be 3 minutes on a good day. I could have probably finished the boss in one stagger if I was focusing on what I was supposed to be doing, but wow, I staggered him very fast. I guess it's a lucky hit. What do I... What procs the stagger so much? Well, that worked out well. I don't even know which glyph is most important, but they have a 100% chance to be upgraded, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna upgrade whatever still has a success chance of 100%. I think I'm gonna go for 2% more life. Desert Jack, Kaimati is what I need to spam penetrating shot. You need everything that has to do with energy generation. I've covered this many times on live streams, so some of you guys might have heard it before, but Inner Sight is a key to help you with that. If you have Inner Sight, you can spam it for 4 seconds and you have some downtime, but in the downtime, you can help yourself out with some resource aspects on your jewelry. So both your rings and amulet, you can commit to resource aspects. You want to roll Innervation on your rings, especially, but all your jewelry, really. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just get at least one affix of this one that I have here. Lucky hit, up to a 15% chance to restore energy or primary resource. You want at least one of these. It can roll on the weapons or on your rings or even on your gloves. You want that. I think it can roll on the gloves at least. I'm pretty sure it can. Alright, I'm putting that there. Maybe someone wants it. Do I spam Penshot or hold it down? I hold it down, but I have key binded, like, you see the yellow dots on the ground here? This is my scroll wheel, like the move command with my scroll wheel. So if I hold down Penshot whilst I'm scrolling my wheel, it's gonna stutter step automatically for me. So it's like it shoots and moves in between each attack. So that's a way of farming a bit faster. So you don't need to stand still and fire a bunch and then move. You can do it all in kind of one continuous motion. All right, should we try? Maybe I'll just go halfway to... you know what? Let's just go 9 and see what happens. I gotta level my glyph before we get serious. But for now, I just want to see what happens. This might be hard for me to complete. Will these things die? Alright. So again, we don't want 2 elites spread out, but we killed it kind of before the stagger on that one. Now we kind of want to pull the next elite pack, this elite pack with the solo elite that has survived. Perfect execution here, very experienced pit pusher. Matthias the gamer coming in hot here on this prison cell map. I don't know why I'm commentating like it's like a sporting event, but that's kind of what it feels like at the moment. These DR mobs are definitely slowing us down. I don't know. It might be worthwhile running. I could remove the execution It's an interesting question to like. Is execution more important, or is what's it called? The removal of DR aura more important? All right. I mean, for being a mediocre start, we're still ahead. Why, the portal is right here? How does that happen? I definitely missed an elite pack somewhere. This map is giving me nightmares and I'm not even sleeping. So now the layout is forcing me to go this direction, but I'm gonna have to backtrack through this dead space, ultimately costing me like 30 seconds or something. It's not ideal, but it's okay. We gotta believe in ourselves. I'm very curious how the boss will go. That is supposed to be the weakness of Penshot over Twisting Blades. Okay, this so one thing I haven't really utilized is pulling multiple elite packs together. This is probably better than DT in Season 9. Logan, what rogue leveling do I recommend? Honestly, Flurry. Dance of Knives might be nice too, but I don't have as much experience with it. People say it's nice, it's been nerfed a lot though, so... And this is kind of like, there's a new unique for Flurry. I have a bunch of them. If any Flurry enjoyers want a free Flurry helm, I'm more than happy to give it to you. So yeah, I would recommend Flurry. And it's in the description of my YouTube video. If you want to check it out, or if you're on Twitch, you exclamation mark Flurry has my Flurry builds, if that's something you want to try out as well. Experiencing the unstoppable effect here. Here we can maybe line up all three elites, which works out really well in our favor. Because Penetrating Shot is indeed living up to its name. It is a shame that Flurry got nerfed so much, because that was like the build I was most looking forward to playing this season. But it might not have that punch to it that I would have hoped. Alright, let's see what we can do here. At least my survivability has felt really good. I have not been min-maxing my damage with things like Evade or Balestra. It's just a passive, stuff like that. So definitely my gameplay is far from optimal right now. But seems to be just fine. At what point can I just use the Penshot build? I mean, you can... You mean the endgame version? Because you can play Penshot from level 1. It's just a different way of playing it until you get enough energy generation to be able to swap to the ancestral version. But in reality, you can... I'd say like the more experienced you are, the sooner you can do it. or like and enjoy your experience. But you could do it as soon as like level 20 or level 30. You can play the way I'm playing right now. It's just gonna be worse, and you might struggle more. But yeah, going inner sight with the specialization enables like this playstyle of just holding down flurry. I mean Penshot, or any core skill. You can go flurry too. Alright, so let's say in an optimal world we could spawn the boss in 5 minutes. With our current glyph levels and everything. Like a perfect map and more pulling. I think on the orange map with some good pulls, we could probably save a lot of time here. Like, then the question is, how long does it take to kill the boss? We spawned the boss in 7 minutes. The first 20% of the HP bar will be the hardest, so maybe the second stagger was going to be the most impactful. So now our damage should be kicking in. Our third stagger, can we kill him in it? I don't know. Almost. Almost in 3 staggers. Which is very fast, to be honest. It's been less than a minute and the boss is almost dead. Which is very good. Oh, I died. That's funny. I wonder what... I think... Was it physical? Because he kind of hit me with his hand. Do I have... Oh, yeah. You see? I died because I ran out of my instances. So right now I'm taking like... I don't know how much. Triple, quadruple damage. Because I ran out of my instances. And this is how I kept my armor with this build. So that explains why I got one shot there. Because normally I should be able to tank his arm like slapping me without issues. Glady is dead. Switch from combo points to inner sight on flurry while leveling with the damage proc 10% and consuming. Nice. Awesome. That's what I hope all of you do if you play any of my leveling builds, is feel free to experiment and play around. Like, I don't follow it to the T, although this season I feel like I kind of did with the Penshot. I used all the skills exactly like the guide said, and I found it to be very effective. But if this is the playstyle you're looking for, you gotta be creative and kind of, depending on what gear you find, you can enable it in different ways. Obviously, you're not gonna have this attack speed, but gotta be some progression left for the end game. It's funny the boss actually targets the taunt, or maybe it was Rahir that time. I thought it looked like he kind of targeted the. I mean, that was not the boss with the least health pool, or like the lowest health, and it was still not that long of a fight. It was like a minute and a half max, so around a minute on a really good boss probably. Like Spirit Caller. I guess I just level up my highest one, and so yeah, my project, I guess, for the next 24 hours is going to be to get these to 100, and then we push again. And I don't know if there's any Masterworking. I might want to reset my perdition. It's pretty crappy. We could get more lucky hit here, which will increase our damage. We're gonna top up our aspects for more, like, I'm missing 4% damage here and 3% here. I mean, it's a little bit less than that, but at least at this point it's something. And oh yeah, I should try TB after that. My Shroud of False Death, unfortunately, I got the GA on a useless affix. I would have, any of the other 3 would have been good, but I guess I can't complain. The fact that I've gotten all these mythics already. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all of you. I might, before I head off, do any of you guys want some Penshot, flurry gear, like some starter equipment if you're leveling right now and you're on your journey? Do you want help? Some people don't want that. They want to, you know, chase the items themselves. But if you do, I do have some decent leftovers in my stash that I'm more than willing to hand out. So if that's you, number 1, give me your battle tag in the chat, and number 2, say what gear you're looking for. Like, are you, or like build? Are you playing Penshot, flurry, something else? I have generic legendaries that you can take if you want. If there's none of you that want any gear, I'm gonna head off and hang out with my wife for a bit. Take it a bit easy. Yeah. Exactly. Scoof31, nice of you to ask, but I'm trying to get them first on my own. I totally respect that. And if you go on for a week and you struggle to find the gear you're looking for, I will be here waiting with my stash open. What is this? Oh, a legendary rune from where? I'll take it. All right, see you guys around. I will be back with more pit pushing and glyph leveling probably tomorrow. Love you all. Thank you for your for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It makes it a lot more fun to play the game. I don't know where to put this last point. Maybe some DR from vulnerable enemies. All right, see you guys.